All right, welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. Today's going to be a little different again. I don't normally do all my fitness stuff. I do work out on a regular basis, but if you're new here, I don't know if you can see it. Recently, see if it'll focus on that. I had tore my bicep, and it wasn't the tendon, thankfully, so it's still attached. But the big thing here is I lost the use of my right arm pretty good, and it's starting to come back. The strength's starting to come back, but I have a method to my recovery because I've been hurt a bunch of times in my life, and I have to go through steps until I can train this again so that it's back to 100%. I don't know how long it's going to take to do that. As long as you guys watch these videos, comment, whatever the stuff you need to do to make sure you see more of these videos. If you guys don't have your notification bell on and you're not new here, you need to turn that on if you want to see all videos that I post, because I put out hundreds of videos a year, and if you guys want to see those, you have to have the notification bell on for all posts or whatever. But long story short, I'm going to be doing legs today. It's another one of those things. Like the last one I did, I'll put the last video at the end of this one if you guys want to see what I did before. I basically did a core workout, which is one of those ones that nobody likes to do, where they do abs and all that other fun stuff. Today's another one that nobody ever wants to do, is leg day. It's been probably almost 3 weeks since I've done legs. The big thing here is it's only been like 2.5 weeks since I got hurt. So I'm still coming back from that. And I was actually taking a week off from doing legs prior. So it's been compounding. So we're going to see how weak my legs are today. Basically, it's going to be really simple. If you guys want to follow along, do your own stuff, you guys can do the same stuff at your house. You don't need what I have for equipment. You can literally just do this body weight wise, or I don't know, pick up something that weighs something and do the squats and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys are interested, stay tuned. Okay, so if you guys aren't new here, you know that I start with all my stuff over here for warm-ups and stuff. Big thing I've discovered over the years with legs is if you do a really good warm-up, not so much taxing or like extreme lifting or anything like that, but if you just get your legs really warm, to the point where it's like you're starting to get like hot, like physically hot and warm. You usually tend to do better when you're looking for range of motion and squats. I'm going to do a couple of new things over there, but I don't know if you guys really need to see my warm-up. The biggest thing here is, if you guys understand fitness and stuff like that at all, I'm going to do like 2 or 3 core moves, so warming up my stomach and my abs, because that's something you really need to do. Your back, your lower back, and your abs, your obliques, and your main core needs to be fairly warm in order for you to do proper squats, strong, and not, worry about getting hurt doing squats. So always warm up if you guys are going to be doing anything. I'll show you a couple of the moves real quick here. I'm not going to go through them all because it's just a warm-up, and I'll just show you basically what I'm doing for my actual working set. So you guys, if you want to duplicate it, you can. Like I said, I'm not a certified trainer here. I'm not here to, train you guys per se. So if you're new here and you're looking for a personal trainer, that's not me. I've just been working out my whole life. I did train people before. I stopped doing that a long time ago, but I figured, road to recovery is the big thing here, and I'm trying to get to the point where I'm 100% again, so I can get back out and do some more adventurous stuff for you guys, and that's more fun to do on film anyways. But hopefully these help anybody that's struggling with like an injury, or if you guys are like set back or just don't feel like working out. Here's the thing, it hurts to move certain directions. I'm now missing like a chunk of my bicep at the front of it right there. I have a lot to come back. This is going to be a long year of basically just rebuilding my body. So we're going to start back at 0. So I did abs last time. That video will be at the end of this one, like I said before. And now we're doing legs. So I'm going to show you guys real quick a little warm-up thing, and then I have my headphones in, but I'm going to listen to music when I'm doing my squats, because I'm going to try to get through, I think, a 5 set of 10. We'll see how it goes. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Okay, so the first thing I do almost every time I'm warming up, uh, mainly because it makes my back feel really good, is I do these egg rolls. I showed them in the first video, so I'm not going to go over them a ton. Anybody that's new here, if you guys want to try these, go ahead. Just make sure you got no problems with your body before you start doing any of the stuff I do, because I have a bunch of problems with my body, and I've kind of formulated all this stuff to go easy on any of my injuries. So for instance, this is going to be a real simple one, and it just looks goofy, but it works. So you just roll, and you roll along your spine like an egg. So you can do them this way, and if you want to warm up your abs, you don't grab your legs. So you're just rolling, and that's a big thing here, is the ability to bring your knees up and roll backwards, is warming up my spine and my abs at the same time. That's why I do these. Okay, so I did a set of 20 of the little egg rolls. That's, like I said, that's for your lower back, well, your whole back. I'm on a pad here, by the way. I'm not just on, there's concrete below this, but this is a soft foam pad base. That's a big thing. Don't try and do this on concrete unless you got a bunch of muscle on your back, because it will hurt your spine if you try and do it on anything solid like the ground. So like padded carpets and stuff like that, I highly recommend, or pads like this. The next thing I'm gonna do, so I did 20 of those, I'm gonna do 20 like standard leg lifts. So this helps stretch out everything, and then on top of that, it warms up the whole core, so obliques and everything in the center, in order to do this. So I'm gonna do 20 of these. Okay, so I did 20 of those. I'm gonna see if I can do these. I probably won't be able to. I have to be very careful with my bicep right now. So usually I do just basically a kettlebell swing, and you're squatting and you're swinging a weight. So I'm gonna try to do 20 of those. The thing that scares me about it is, so like this is 10 pounds. I can move this with my shoulder and forearm kind of locked. I know I can do that, but if it twists on me, the supination and pronation of my arms, so like supination is turning out, pronation is turning in. If I do that with this, like if I accidentally come down and it turns, it might hurt my bicep. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna find out if I can do it. Normally I start on my right arm, so I'm just gonna try it and see. If I can, I'm gonna do 20 of these. Okay, so that worked out better than I hoped. I do feel the tension in my bicep when it goes down, but my forearm's strong enough still that it seems to take the weight from there and here and keep it out of my bicep. Like my bicep just stays in like a neutral position, or like a locked position. So apparently when you have a torn bicep, you can still do kettlebell swings after you've rested long enough. But remember, I'm not a doctor or anything, so you guys just understand that I am discovering stuff to let you guys know what I think is capable. This is just to like let you guys know, like you can come back from being hurt. So eggs, leg lifts, kettlebell swings, and then I'm gonna do 10 lunges on each leg. I'm starting to warm up already. I actually turn the heat up a lot in my house so that it's warm. So this won't take very long for me to warm up, and then I'm gonna start working out. Okay, so once again, usually I do these with weights, but I'm just doing a standard lunge. So I'm trying to isolate the movement of like a squat on my leg. If you've never done a lunge before, they kill if you do them right. It's probably one of the best body weight workouts, because you're basically doing a pistol squat. You're just letting yourself go down, so like a one-legged squat. So you're taking almost all your body weight and sticking it on one leg. And I like to isolate to the point where I'm like leaning into my squat versus pushing off of this outside leg. So I'm gonna do this and do 10 of these. 3, 4, 10. Yep, I'm definitely out of shape because 10 for a warm-up is feeling tight and the never does that. Normally I add weights, so I'll put a weight on the opposite hand. I'm doing the legs. All right, I'm gonna do the other one and then we'll go over to doing the workout. Okay, now that I've fully come to the realization that I am extremely weak, I'm gonna get that set up and yeah. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm probably going to do the bar a couple times for warming up with the bar. I always like to warm up the most through the movement, so I'm already kind of getting sweaty. But I want to go through the full movement of my squat in order to stretch the muscles to do the work properly. And you'll see what I mean, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different here so you guys get a different perspective of everything. Hopefully it's enough that it helps you guys out, but it's going to basically be me doing squats with this bar. It's a simple rack that a buddy gave me years ago. Luckily I have it. But I'm going to try and make sure that you guys understand like form depth and all the fun stuff that goes along with doing proper squats. But the big thing here is I'm going to be listening to music, so I got you guys on GoPros, and yeah, let's hope that this edit turns out. And I actually know I'm going to look super weak right now, especially for how big I look in comparison, but I literally haven't been working out for almost 3 weeks of like very minuscule stuff. The last thing you guys saw me do with my abs, that was like 2.5 weeks into being hurt, so all right, we're going to give it a go. Okay, so like you guys just seen, I did my 10 squats, and the big thing with the squats is the movement. So like I don't just put weight, like there's a lot of people that just put weights on there right away. I know for a fact of what I could squat before, and that's dangerous because you could put too much weight on there, and because you're not flexible and you haven't been going through the range of motion, you can overload your muscles, and then by doing that you get injured more. And I'm not trying to do that. So the big thing here I want to stress from doing this so many times in my life is when you're coming back to fitness, or if you're just trying to get in shape because you got injured and you want to get better shape or whatever, start at 0. It's okay. Start at 0. Nothing. You don't have to prove anything to anyone ever. Ego lifts just hurt you. I know how strong I can be, so that's the goal. I try to get back to where I can be and then try to surpass that again. Might take more time than I'm used to, but that's okay because you could always progress. Just keep trying harder every time. So I did 10. I'm not going to film all of them, but I'm going to do 2 more sets of 10 with just the bar. If I feel good, I will gauge how much weight I can push from how those other 2 sets of 10 go, if that makes any sense to you guys. So if you have access to a bar, or if you want to like try and hold, you can hold weights in your, like if you put a plate on your chest, you can hold it. Obviously if you got a messed up arm like I do, which is starting to hurt, you wouldn't be able to hold anything, so you'd have to put something on your back. That's the only reason I'm doing squats right now, is because I can put it on my back and let my hands like hang on the bar on the side without flexing my bicep. So hopefully the strain and everything does exactly what I want it to do, and it just gets the blood flowing through my body, tells my body that it needs to recover more. It's kind of like a signal, and lets me heal faster. So I'm going to do those 2 sets, and then I'll talk to you about the working sets. Okay, so that's my, I did my third set of 10 there, and I was able to stretch all the way out, get as low as I can, adductors and hip ductors. So the inside of your leg, outside of your leg, so your groin and your, like, outside of your butt. Those really, really, really need to be stretched out prior to doing any weight after not doing this for a while. This is kind of a reminder to myself to always do this because sometimes I rush it and I put a little bit too much weight on right away and then I'm out of work for a while. But I want to stress, so I threw it in there. I was stretching using the wall behind me and the bar. It works really, really good for that because I can pull myself into my stretch. And I try to do that for like 15, 20 seconds aside. You guys aren't going to probably be able to do that. I stretch every day. This is just your free health forever thing. If you stretch every day, you will live a much longer, happier, healthy life where you're capable of doing fun things with your body. Yeah, I figured I'd throw that in there because I know a lot of people don't understand. Like, every day you need to stretch. And I stretch my hamstrings like a madman because they get really tight. And I stretch my neck out too because that gets really tight. So these are things you need to focus on when you're trying to be healthy and in shape. I'm not going to talk a whole bunch here. What I'm going to do now, because I can go lower, is I'm going to try to do 3 progressively harder sets with 2 heavier working sets. So it's still a 5 sets, but I'm going to do like 10 pounds on each side, so that's 20 pounds, maybe 20 pounds on each side, so then it'll be 40 pounds, and then 25 on each side, so that'd be 50, what is that, 95 pounds. And that's super light. So, like, you guys need to understand that's super light. Normally you throw some 45s on there and go to town. But I want you guys to pay attention. I'm coming back after not doing legs for almost 3 weeks. And I've been laying around basically trying to just not use this at all for no less than 2.5 weeks. So basically just I'm a bump on a log, if you guys want to know, like, activity level. I did go fishing a couple times, so there are those videos coming out. And hopefully you guys enjoy them. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to comment below. If you guys want these videos to do good, you have to help out. It's really that simple, and it's crazy because it's free for you guys, basically. So anyways, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to put some music in my headphones and jam out because I need to focus, and I'm going to try and work my way through this and show you guys, you know, the progress. And it'll be really simple, so stay tuned. If you know, you know. Hopefully I can keep it under control today. Alright, this is the second round. I did 10s, set of 10. I'm going to do 20 on each side, set of 10. I might actually do a heavier set, 3 sets of 6. Like, I need to move weight. Okay, so I unfortunately have, I don't know if you guys can read this. I have this in my playlist. It's a remix with Tupac, 50 Cent, Eminem. It's Unstoppable, if you guys want to look it up. And then the top comment says, never stop fighting, no matter how hard, no matter what. One day at a time, never stop finding a way. I gotta add weight now. This is like I have a default mechanism inside that says if I can do it, I can do it better. So keep that in mind.
I'm gonna add some more weight instead of the 25 pounds because I can still squat weight. So hopefully this isn't me failing, but I'm gonna do 3 sets of 6. So if I'm gonna do 3 sets of 6, I can do a lot more weight. Keep that in mind. So let's get it done. Woo! Okay, I know I talked to some of you guys. This is the most awkward conversation angle, but it's just easier for me to do versus going back and forth from my songs and stuff. Either way, I talked to some of you guys about like what I listen to when I work out. You guys want to know. I listen to everything, first of all, so I listen to all music, and I would include it in my videos if I could. It's really stupid that I can't. I'm thinking at some point I might actually have my own website, and I'll put videos on there that I don't put on YouTube, just so that I can use different things in the background, and I'm not going to get in trouble for it. Or I got to figure out a way around it, because music is my life. Anyways, long story short, that's the new Hollywood Undead song. I think it's, yeah, Ice Nine Kills and Papa Roach are in that one too, or Jacoby is in that, and yeah, that's gonna be my finisher set song. And if you guys know it, it's fun, and you guys should check it out if you don't know it. But so I did 2 sets of 6 already. They're a little tough, and I was gonna do 6 sets of 6 just to do a full rounded out bodybuilding type of routine. But what I want to do is shock my legs a little bit, because I'm not going to be doing anything for like the next 2 or 3 days. To shock them, I'm going to just do an AMRAP set. So basically, as AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible, if you guys never knew that. So I'm going to see what I can do for a set. My legs are getting a little sore already, and I want to feel this one tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So wish me luck.
Alright guys, so that was my leg day. As simple as that sounds, you could just try it with your body weight. And I promise you, if you've not done legs in a long time, that's going to kill you. I ended up with 45 on each side. 25 210s. I forgot, I think it's like 120, right? I don't know, somebody do the math. 45 times 3 is like, yeah, it's like 135 or 125 or something like that. And I was still able to squat it for 12 reps, but that was it. I'm done with my legs, feeling like a little weakling right now. And yeah, it's kind of goofy because like you can go from being able to move so much weight to, it's called muscle atrophy. So if you do not use a muscle for a very long time, in my case, very long tends to be anything over like 3 weeks, and I'm hurting. But muscle memory is an awesome thing too, though, because I just by doing that next week I should be able to start with like 25 or 40 pounds or whatever and go up from there. Because the muscle's still in the leg, it's just not been used. So it's like I said before, I put it into shock. It will start to, remember it needs to grow. It's going to be used. I'm going to start doing some walking stuff. I might even be able to get out and walk on some ice up north. So that's a thing. That's why I'm doing this now. But you guys will see my other ice fishing videos after this one. I just wanted to update you guys again. You guys that are paying attention and supportive, thank you. I appreciate that. I know my crusty little workout videos aren't anything special. I'm not a monster. I'm not a freak of nature or anything like that. I just spent a lot of time in my life trying to build up a good body, and I'm trying to maintain that. So it's helping. I am healing. Hopefully it takes a lot less time and I'm able to get into some open water sooner than later. Otherwise, hopefully, like I said before, you guys enjoy these kind of videos. If you do, like them, subscribe, comment below, all that fun stuff. And then comment below if you guys want to see like a series. So this is going to be a series in itself. I made a playlist for it. It's just going to be for my recovery. I'll consider myself back to normal if I can use like my bait caster and my regular rods and reels, and I can kind of hike around and not be sore and beat up afterwards. The big thing is I went ice fishing and drilling holes. Yes, I should have listened to the doctor. It hurts after the fact. It's kind of one of those things. You don't hurt while you're doing something you love, and then after you're done doing something you love, your brain's like, hey, by the way, you have a messed up arm, so we're gonna let you know about that. So comment below, like I said, if it's helping any of you guys. If anyone sees this and you're not subscribed or you are subscribed, let me know if these videos help you out motivation-wise. I'd like to try and help people out as far as motivation, because I know I need it every once in a while, and it's really, really hard when you don't realize if anybody else is going through the same thing you are. I don't know anybody with a torn bicep, and I don't think I've ever hung out with somebody. I've seen them get tore, but I've never hung out with somebody who had to go through the recovery of doing all that stupid stuff. So, like I said before, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, could you please just remember to